Imagine something for me. No, get it out of your minds. Imagine the most masculine man you could think of. The guy who goes to the grocery or the hardware store looking at the chainsaws with a gleam in his eye. A hunter, a fisherman, the guy that your wife loans out to everybody else in the neighborhood to get things done. Yeah. 6 foot tall, broad shouldered. Yeah, that was me. Oops. So, I wasn't always this way. Started off, 5, 6 years old, wearing mom's heels, dresses, running around the house. What else was I doing? My favorite superhero was Wonder Woman. Everybody loves Wonder Woman. But y'all don't understand. Wonder Woman was like, I would dress up like her, as much as possible. My friends, when we were playing, like in the yard, I'd be like, no, I'm Wonder Woman. Had my magic lasso. My best friends were girls. I mean, who didn't see this coming? So, late 70s, guess what? We didn't have the internet. I mean, maybe someone did, but we didn't. We barely had color TV. So, life goes on. For the next 35 years, I was like, I just better stay the course, like everybody wanted me to. Be that man. And I continued that for 35 years. I got married. I had 2 kids. Great house, great life, the whole 9 yards. Everything was going great. Oh, by the way, I became a cop. Yeah. I did the whole cop thing, right? 3 different departments. Here I am in DC police now, 16 years. Yeah. So, it wasn't always like that, though. I didn't come out so October of 2013, I decided I'm going to start seeing a therapist. Enough is enough. I turned 40. I guess instead of buying a brand new sports car, I decided to change genders. Why not? A lot more expensive. So, only one problem. How do you tell your employer, who is a masculine, testosterone-fueled profession? I mean, anyone know being cops? 1 or 2, maybe? Anyways. So I'm at the therapist, and I'm telling the therapist, I'm done lying about who I am. If anyone ever asks if I'm transgender, I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to be like, boom, absolutely. If they ask, I'm done. I'm not hiding anymore. So, only one problem. How do you tell your partner, your coworker, hey, guess what? I'm transgender. Like when you're chasing a car down the street, going up 295 at 120 miles an hour. Hey, by the way. Or how about with the bailout when you're chasing them down the street and the shootings and everything? No, not really a good time. I think so. One day, I just made sergeant. So here I'm a young rookie sergeant. I already been on the force 14 years. So I was in Anacostia for the first 14 years, and when I got promoted, they said, congratulations, you're going to the other side of Anacostia. Thank you. I know every alley and back street in Anacostia you can think of. So there I was. It was snowing, January 2014. I'm talking to my partner, and it's a female, and she's bragging and she's gloating about how she only has 16 months to go to retirement. So if you guys are doing the math with me, I said I was on the job 14 years, 25-year retirement. It means I have 11 years to go. Well, my big plan was, hey, you know what? In 11 years, I'm just going to go live in anonymity and move out somewhere where no one knows me. I get to be me. Just get my retirement check, sent to the mail, whatever. Yeah, dream on. Why wait till you're 52, right? So we're talking, and she's gloating. She goes, I feel sorry for you. You got 11 years to go. I'm like, yeah. And she says, you better know someone, or you better be transgender. Oh. Well, she didn't quite ask. But she presented an opportunity. I said, I am. Now, I don't know what part of I am as a response to the other question was, if I know someone, but she said, who do you know? I said, really? I'm like, no, the other thing. I can see her, the gears turning. Remember, 6 foot tall, handsome, short hair, military, the cop, everyone loves him, that guy. And she's like, there's no way. So anyways, I said the other thing. She's like, transgender? Like whispering it, like, we're the only ones in the office. You can say it out loud. Transgender. So she's like, hold on. She gets up, she looks around, no one in the office, shuts the door. She goes, all right, spill it. And she gets very close. And from there, we became great friends. So the best part is, she told the captain for me. Of course, she asked if she can tell him. I said, yeah, sure. It takes one off. How am I going to create a situation like that with the captain, right? So we tell the captain. She tells the captain calls me in. He's like, hey, he's been on 25 years already. He's been through it. Real masculine dude. I'm like, oh God. Listen, anything you need, I got you. I'm like, all right, thanks, Captain. So, all right, got the captain down. She told another sergeant that we were sergeants with, and got that one down. Well, that's 4,000 cops, right? And we only told 3. I got 3,997 to go. Plus my friends and family, right? Well, family already knows, but that's another story. So anyways, I'm like, all right, why not just blurt it out to everybody, right? Well, there's this one guy. His name's Rick. He's a great friend. He was a great friend of mine. And he helped me with everything. Remember I told you about that guy in the beginning? That was Rick. If you guys get stranded on an island, you want him with you. You know that movie, Naked and Afraid? You're going to want to cuddle with Rick. Well, some of you will. I might. But he's that guy. So I was like, okay, how am I going to tell Rick? I mean, we've been friends for 5 years. We were partners, midnights, Anacostia, shootings, domestics, fights, car chases, the whole 9 yards. We've been there and done it. You name it. We've seen it and done it together. So we're like all macho guys and everything, right? Real badass guys. How am I going to tell him? Oh, boy. So what's the best way? What's the best way you could tell someone that you're transgender? Well, write him a letter, right? What can go wrong? Not just the snail mail. I'm talking internet, email. I'm sure he checks his email every 5 minutes. So I composed this 2-page email. I'm checking off from work. My friend's there, the other sergeant. And after I complete it, I close my eyes and I just hit enter and do just like that. She goes, it didn't send. I'm like, damn it. Seriously? Mailer demon, Yahoo. Fuckers. So I'm sending, push. I'm trying everything. I pull out my phone, trying to send it that way. I don't know. Did it go through? Did it not go through? Is he going to see it? I don't know. So I send a quick text. Hey, are you up? No response. And, it's 10 o'clock at night. He's old, significantly older than me. He's 55 now, at the time 53. I don't want to look forward to that, but when I'm 53, I still plan on being awake at 10. I heard that. So anyways, next morning I get a response from his text message. Yep. Remember, he's a country boy. So I see it. Yep. I was like, read your email. A few minutes later, can I call you? I'm like, oh boy, here it comes. Yep. 45 minutes later, his response was, let's go to dinner. Not too bad. Awesome. A few moments later, he texts me. He says, I know you're going to worry about for the next 3 hours. Wear what makes you feel comfortable. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. I love it. All right, so that's what? We're 4,000 cops, so now we're down to 3,996 to go. And I don't know if I can get all this out and all this stress. So I start emailing everybody. Well, guess what? Cops, they're like schoolgirls. They gossip. So I start sending my story out on blast to all my friends, emailing. Put it this way, within an hour of my story coming out, some guy who used to work for us, lives in Hawaii, is calling me. Told you, cops are like schoolgirls. But at the same time, I also know this is too good of a secret. That's 4 people that know on the department. Someone's going to slip. You know how it is. Hey, I got to tell you something, but you can't tell anyone. Swear you don't tell anyone, right? Helmet, you know you done it. So, there I was. Told everyone, and then a friend of mine, some of you all might know him, Brett Parson. I tell him, he says, well, what do we call you now? I said, that's a good question. Luckily, my dad already named me. I was saving that name for the big reveal. And I said, Jessica. He's like, all right, so when do you want to do this? Well, I wasn't counting on it. I hadn't started hormones yet. I had that military-style haircut, and, I just wasn't ready. But I was like, you know what? Strike while the iron's hot. Super Tuesday. I don't know if you all know what Super Tuesday in the police department world is, not the Republican or the Democrat world, but the police department world, it's all hands on deck. Everyone's working. No one has a date off. So, what better way to come in and tell all your friends at once, right? Well, let me tell you something about the district a little bit. The district I worked in, I was a patrol sergeant in 7D. There's about 400 officers assigned to that district. On the evenings, we got about 100. Well, here I was driving to work. It's Tuesday. I got this god-awful wig on. No, this is my hair look. It pulls and everything. So I have this little bobbed wig on. Got my makeup done. Yes, I've been doing it for years, so I was pretty good at it. Just no one else knew. Had a manicure done and had this cute little tie. It came right about to here because the girls' ties, that's the only difference on a boy and girl uniform in MPD. Just a tie. And the button's pointing on the other side, but who cares? It's still ugly pants and an ugly shirt. Sexy? Depends on who you ask. So, I show up to work. Brett Parson meets me at the parking lot. And for those of you that know him, he's this big, burly guy. He used to run the LGBT unit for DC Police. He puts his arm around my shoulder and he says, walk in there, you own that fucking place. And I'm like, all right, Brett, thanks. I said, I'm about as nervous as a whore in church, but okay. But I'm with you. So we walk in, and to my surprise, half those officers that I saw, it looked like a funeral, like an officer just got killed in line duty. There was officers lined up on the walls. There was standing room only in that roll call room. Now, I was trying to get pumped up and psyched up. I'm in the sergeant's office, and there's a solid door. You open it and go into the roll call room. So I open it, and I go in. To my surprise, a lot of younger officers. I tell them my story. Now, this is where it gets all fuzzy on me because I just kind of just really didn't, really kind of checked out there for a minute. But at the end of my story, I remember the officers standing and clapping. So, I was so impressed. And after that, so once you tell about 100 officers, give it a couple of days, all 4,000 know. So I didn't have to go to any more roll calls, thank God. I went to a couple more. Yeah. So anyways, now I run one of the greatest units in this department. So I run the LGBT unit. Awesome. And I am no longer waiting to retire to be who I am.